Now we get to the last boss.
Oh, okay, just right in here.
Ah, yes. Soon it will all be mine. My brilliant plan is working perfectly. All that remains is
Oop.
impossible.
Hello.
How did you, a worthless cur, make it this far?
We got called a cur.
Well, your luck ends here, as well as all 9 of your lives.
Wait, what?
Right
What?
there.
Thank you, Scooby.
What? I was led to believe that you were a cat.
My research from... What's with this music?
Bring on the fake tunes!
Ha.
Okay, so basically the gist of this boss is that, like, it's sort of like an enemy gauntlet. Once we take care of all the enemies, we have to hit both these buttons.
Okay.
Honestly, with them being, you know, blocked off by these electric gates, it almost makes them look like literal neutrons.
I'm just... Oh, yeah, I can see that, actually. Also, I'm throwing...
What were you expecting to happen?
Also, I'm throwing this out there, everyone, please. If there's like a... If somebody... Because I don't know... Is Tim Curry on Cameo?
I thought he retired, didn't he?
I think he retired because of the stroke that he got, like, several years
Right.
ago.
Darn.
That's
boy,
fair.
that's a little brief. But darn, I was just there was a part of me that was like really wondering. I don't know if he ever did do recording or if anyone had ever like tried recording him.
Oh,
But
hurry!
There we go.
I would have.
I don't think that counted.
Get the other one, get the other
Just
one.
to push the other one.
Get the other one. Get the other
Yeah,
one.
the other one. Yeah, the one right to it. Yeah. Oh.
I'm pretty sure that right one didn't get pressed all the way.
I heard the click.
I
But,
saw a click.
In any case, the thing I'm thinking of is I would love if Tim Curry did a cover of the Monster Mash.
Oh, hurry! Get the other one.
There we go.
Yeah, I thought the other one wasn't pressed.
Maybe.
So now what happens?
Oh, more
Oh,
enemies.
now we got the gooks.
So is that just it? You just keep hitting those buttons over and over again until all the waves go away?
I guess so.
Okay. No worries. No worries.
Aw.
Except this time, the what are those droids called again?
the space ghosts.
They don't respond.
Oh yeah, you're right. They
Oh,
didn't respond.
okay, that's different.
Alright, and
There we go.
almost.
Now we do it one more time to pretty much end this first phase.
Oh.
Okay. Oh,
Oh
jeez.
my
It's a whole
goodness.
entourage
Begin
now.
the comboing. Nice. I guess
Man,
we'll
if there was a Scooby equivalent to Goomba bashing, I think we just saw it.
get the one-up trick. I guess so. Oh yeah. Okay,
Oh. They're
I
very
love the way
resilient.
they just put themselves straight back up. Just.
But yeah, definitely the timing's on that. Hi, sorry, James, did you already ask Sammy the whole Scooby-Doo villain? Which one do you think of the most?
Oh yes, I don't think we ever got your answer to that, Sammy. Would you like to tell us, like, as far as Scooby-Doo villains are concerned, which one sticks to your mind the most?
Oh, hang on. You might want to hold off on that because now we're going to see Fred's plan come to fruition. Basically, what we were doing is we were trying to rearrange these projectors so
See?
the game
Like
could
this?
project a distraction.
Oh.
Eh.
Oh. Hello. Shaggy's getting too into it.
Kaboom.
Well, that being said, now he's down.
So now we can fight him.
Hang on, first gotta take care of if the button will show up.
All right, so what should we expect out of the mastermind now that he's out on the playing field?
Okay, so he's gonna throw these potions at us. What we want to do is, once he appears, just headbutt him into the electric barriers.
Ah, okay. But yeah, anyways, Sam, going back to that earlier question, favorite Scooby-Doo villain?
Oh.
That's really tough. Oh gosh, that's so tough.
Oh. Keep going though. Keep finishing your thing while Hype gets back to the first phase.
Gosh, I probably like the witch from like the Witch's Ghost movie.
Oh yeah, the
Oh yeah,
Ghost.
Sarah Ravencroft. She's great.
Yeah.
I like the lore behind her. So when I hear Tress McNeil's voice coming out of her, it kind of takes me out of it a bit.
I don't.
Well, because it's really not dissimilar to like a lot of witch characters she voices.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say when I first heard her, I thought she was Maleficent's voice actor.
Really?
Yeah, for the longest time I thought that because it's a similar
I
cadence.
mean, they do sound very similar.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll be right back real quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Easy does it. Almost.
All right. One more time, and then hopefully we'll not have to worry about the third round.
Yeah, what happened there was just me being hampered by really bad luck. The second phase actually isn't quite as hard as you'd think it is.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's too hard. It's just you gotta, like you said, you got unlucky. Don't let your All right, round 2.
Okay, he's right there.
All right, perfect. He's in position.
And
Dash. Oh. Will that be enough? No.
parallel to the
it wasn't
lightning.
A one. It wasn't enough.
Oh no!
Damn it!
Ah,
Go ahead.
All right, give me a sec. We'll be right back, folks.
We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, we're back. Once again, Hype has insisted that I take over once again, and again, we're gonna try my damnedest and see
Oh,
if.
remember, you
can't-
have to charge into them and then bop.
Oh, charge into them. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you saw me fail at this thing God knows how many times. I figured you would have caught that.
We were, it's fine. And then you have to wait for the lightning to go down and then ram the buttons.
Why didn't it go down?
Oh, because enemies. So I guess if you don't take them. Oh, remember that Charlie says.
Okay, I'll take that as a mulligan.
Fair. And yeah,
It wasn't very far enough.
it almost. I think the way it almost was working hype was. I think the way it was working
come on.
hype was that like. The lightning would only go down if you failed to take out the enemies in quick enough succession.
I'm guessing so.
Okay, here we go. One,
Quick to the other one.
and
There we go.
And then we can back up. Alrighty. Other than that, Sammy, I'm actually curious. Have you been playing anything new recently?
Paper Mario. Plenty of
Oh, really?
The
The
original
first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, and then pull the
Nice.
left trigger if you want to shoot gum. Or is it left trigger or right trigger?
It's L1.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
back.
Hello.
Currently, James is playing now.
Yes, I know. I heard before I went to the bathroom.
Okay. Okay, and then
It is
then we can head
late.
out. It is, but we're almost done. We're having a nice spooky night, and tomorrow we get to take the day off, maybe. Oh, good.
I would love to take the day off because I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Do you have to
I
go to
know,
work
I'm
tomorrow?
sorry.
I
But
have
she's
to.
sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have work tomorrow for 8 hours, but if I'm still sick
It's
by
not gonna
tomorrow,
work.
It's me. It's
It was worth a shot.
yeah, if I'm still sick by tomorrow, I'm calling in.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not going.
I'll take care of the gooks first, and then take care of Charlie's.
Yeah, the kooks are the easier ones to knock out.
Okay. And then again, you may have to honestly like slow one of them down because they're not going to give you the chance to like hit them.
Yeah, basically what I was doing, that's what I was doing, like using the gum to slow down at least 1 or 2 of them and then like charge and hit.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, and you can't charge into them as once they're gummed up.
Right.
Oh no. But hey, at least they bring with them more nutrients. In
Like
the
gum
form of gum
and soap.
And soap. God damn it.
So, the most nutritious of foods.
I want
So
some.
clean though. There. Okay. Easy does it. Oh.
I can definitely see what hype meant, though, and how obnoxious this can be.
Okay. Okay. Then get ready for the buttons. 1. And this should be the last one. Then you're on to the last phase.
2.
Okay. So
At the very least, with the final phase, they only spawn like 2 Charlie bots at most.
yeah, and then you can press I think some
How
buttons.
you doing over there,
You
newbie?
could win a brand new car. Alright, you can press the button I think to skip this. But there you go.
Okay, yeah, so basically you want to head pound them, and you're supposed to knock them into the electricity while it's surging. Like, once it gets hit by the electricity, that's the end of the fight.
Okay, but for now, I think
Oh, okay, so it's a one-time gimme.
Yes.
you gotta
alright,
charge into
sorry.
first. No.
Shit! Okay.
It's
You know, I keep forgetting that golden rule: never fucking head bash on Charlie until it's done first.
But every enemy looks so head bashable.
I know, right? Especially Charlie.
He has that big dumb head. I don't think it was that dumb.
I thought it was funny. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Scoob.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
Way to kill the moment, dudes.
Yes, Yoder.
Respect. You don't care about. No one. No one here cares about respect. Or Aretha Franklin or whoever it was who sang that
No
song.
respect.
Oh,
No
yeah,
respect.
respect. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Listen, we
Sorry,
care
it's
about
really
respect,
difficult.
but do you
Find out
guys
what it
really
means
care
to
about
me.
respect? Because
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
not
whoa.
convinced. I'm not convinced that you care about respect.
So it shows what you know. I care so much about respect because Oh, okay. You may have to do it again. Okay, and then. Thank you, Tim Curry.
If it helps, you're more than welcome to like gum up the guy.
Whoa, did you see that?
Oh,
What'd he do?
He got cooled down. Okay.
Yeah, he cooled down
what's
like
up?
real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean you can't charge it. Okay, so yeah, it gets very. Okay, this gets so. I'll admit this gets a little tricky because it's like you have to head bonk him, but you can't head bonk the Charlies. You have to head bonk him first, but then charge into the Charlies to. Okay, and then
There he is. Quick!
you can get the
Oh shit, you're right.
Go, 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 go!
bonk him, and then
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
bonk him, and then there, he's zapped.
Is that it?
There you go.
Is that it? We did it!
Yes, that is it. Congratulations,
Oh my
Sans.
gosh!
Wow. Just like that.
Thank God he only had to hit.
I mean, at least it only took one.
I will say, if we had to do it 3 times, I probably would have actually been bummed out.
No, like I remember because when I played this initially, like my guess was that like I had to like hit the buttons with him, and when it electrified, it's like, oh really?
There he is.
Oh!
Woohoo.
Now it's time to get to the bottom of this mystery. Come on, gang. Let's see who the mastermind really is.
In front of everyone.
I think I know who this guy really is. It's
Really?
that spooky groundskeeper, right?
I mean, whatever did happen to him?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Blame the spooky
Dog nuts.
groundskeeper.
Oh
It's
no.
always the spooky
Yeah.
groundskeeper.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like he's been popping up around and talking to him, and now he's just being all like, "Oh, and that's stereotypical of you."
Why
It's
don't
like,
you
how
just
dare
say
you?
the
I was part of the Andy Griffith show. How could
No,
you?
It's always got to be the groundskeeper, don't it? Anytime some ghost scares somebody else,
How long are they gonna keep this bit? How long are they gonna keep this bit up for?
Don't worry. This last scene is like the very last bit of him in the game.
Nah, I'll just get myself a big old rubber monster suit.
Alright, we get it.
And
Now
I
then.
was saying, let's see who the mastermind really is.
It's Professor
Graham!
Alexander Graham.
Why would he be doing this?
Everyone needs a hobby.
Uncle Alexander? I don't believe it.
I knew it all the time.
Thank you,
Ba-dun-dun.
Daphne.
Really?
Something just doesn't add up. If you ask me, someone's playing a nasty trick. A trick of the light.
I know it.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Wait, if that's Holly, then the other Holly must be Red Herring.
I was gonna say the gorilla.
Zoinks! But Holly's right.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Very funny.
Wrong, Shaggy.
I know
That
it.
Holly
I
is just
know
another
it. You
Holly.
never trust. What is she?
Holly has been the mastermind
Holly.
the entire
A cousin.
Yeah, she.
Oh, a cousin. My bad.
Think about the clues.
Remember how Holly said she
That's-
Oh, does not look very well in that shot. Oh.
This is why you're always supposed to take photos at a 10-degree downward angle. Downward.
How she passed through
Yeah.
the rail near the secret lab.
So yeah, basically, to keep up the whole ruse about whenever the mastermind appeared, she would project a hologram of herself, so that way you can always seem like the two of them can be in the same place at once, thus avoiding suspicion from her.
No less.
I mean,
Well, that's simple.
yeah, that's making the most out of your contrived plot points.
Yeah.
And basically, her way of framing the uncle is that, like, so apparently there is a tubing system that goes from the lab to here, and she basically shoved her uncle into the tubing system to make it so that, like, he comes in that fake disguise there first.
Holly must
But wait,
have
then who?
been
Wait,
together
who
ahead
was
of
it?
us and switched places
Oh, so at that
with
exact
us.
moment after we had the boss battle, they
Stuff
swapped
up
around.
there.
It was very uncomfortable, let me tell you.
Sorry, Barnacle Boy.
Like, and don't forget the most
Yeah.
important clue of all. Hologram. Get it?
But
Damn it, Shaggy.
Eat your goddamn cheese.
But why Holly.
You don't have to be
When
so
I go
mean.
through all of
Like
this,
I'm good at that.
You guys would have caught my uncle, and when he was sent
What are you
to
doing
jail,
there, Scoop?
I'd
Fiddling with
steal
something.
his super hologram invention and claim I came up with it myself. I would have made a fortune too.
Why didn't you?
It was a good plan.
Why didn't you just?
Yeah, and I would have gotten.
No, back up. Why the fuck? Why didn't you just take the hologram? Why did you have to put up all the monsters that deliberately call out the single group capable of stopping you? Why did you?
Well, no, basically, she was just using the monsters as a means of just, like, keeping the gang distracted.
I just don't.
VB, dude.
Of course, that all was a hologram.
How many? Oh, I'm just like.
Yeah, because that's just like the trademark Scooby, just like, wait, Don, what are you doing?
I'm trapped.
I'm trapped.
Yeah, he always
I
messes
am
around
a
with the
robot.
spooky gear. Imagine how many villains could get what they want if they just had a gun. Not too
Yeah.
many guns, just a gun.
I love how that all happened. Like, they all had their little funny little, hologram gag right there. Just as Holly's there, just sulking down, realizing that she's more or less gonna be sent to prison in the next few minutes.
But too late to worry about that now. It's time for a Scooby-Doo dance party.
Yeah, so basically the credits here, because, they had to find a way to fin the old classic hallway gag somewhere. They did here in the credits. And
I'm
as far
surprised they never did that as far as the gameplay is concerned, but continue.
Yeah, not as far as this game goes. I know Mystery Mayhem tinkers with it, but yeah, that was Night of 100 Frights. Despite my frustrations that you saw earlier with the final boss, it's that final boss in that first room of the lab. Aside from those instances, it was generally kind of fun going back to this game, just like revisiting like a piece of my past, just with just video games and with just Scooby-Doo in general. Yes, I know, dogs, you're in disagreement.
We're the only
Like,
dog
not
in
sure
real
how
life.
audible that is. Yes, are you cheating on me?
Jordy, were you trying to say something just a second ago? I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, I was just clearing my throat. Don't mind me.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No
that's
worries.
fine. But yeah, I will say, even though I do have, like, nostalgia for this game, like, between the two, like, Heavy Iron games, you're very much better off playing Battle for Bikini Bomb over this.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Like,
fair.
this was an admirable attempt for the studio to get their feet wet with an IP, but you can definitely tell they put more of their heart and soul into the next game, considering that was right around the time when, we started to have more, like, complex design and whatnot. Like, not too dissimilar to, like, Mars at the Board and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like, this is harkening, like I said, this is pretty much just like if Crash Bandicoot, was put into the blender along with any given Metroidvania sort of game.
Wait, Fred's actor is Fred Walker? I thought it was Frank Walker.
Frank Walker. I'm guessing that's just like a miscredit.
Yeah, that's a mistypo.
Poor dude.
As you do.
And yeah, and I still have fully recorded, and we'll be tackling Rehydrated when we get around to it.
So I guess I want to ask, I guess just to toss on before she hits off the bed, from what all you've seen from the first session to this session, did you have fun watching me suffer through my childhood nostalgia, Jordan?
Yes, I did.
Yay. What about you, James? What did you think?
I enjoyed my time. Enjoyed our time going through Misty Manor, and looks like Mr. Groundskeeper is still around.
Let's see. Well, you defeated the mastermind. Good job.
Here's a
It was Holly the whole time? She sure had me fooled. Now how about having me collect all the remaining items? Now you can go into any area and get anything you missed.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You served your country well.
So was there anything else you wanted to say, Jordan, before we passed it off to someone else?
Honestly, that's pretty much it on my part. Sammy, what did you think of this?
I mean, it's fun reliving a game that I actually did play growing up, so it's really nice seeing this again.
That's good.
Alright, did you have any, thoughts on the game, aside from that?
It looks frustrating for the remainder of it.
I should stress, it's only the last area that's really frustrating. The game outside of that is usually pretty brisk. It's just, again, you also have to take into account, Parsec and Murray's Law just kind of, team piling on me.
Yeah, I could even say, as far as I was able to play into the game, it seems like a game that's pretty easy to pick up and grasp. It's just, yeah, some of those later bits can definitely be a little tricky, especially with that last fight where they just suddenly spam all the space gooks and Charlie robots at you, while also having to deal with the mastermind by the tail end of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say as far as like games to kill time, I'd say this was definitely one of our more interesting ones. I mean, also helps too that a good handful of us have some history with the Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. So I guess before I talk about like final things, what were your thoughts? Since I know you said you played the game, Logan, but you said like everything after the Black Knight was totally blind for you. What did you think of the game now that you've seen basically everything from beginning to end?
I like the different gadget. I like the different gadgets that were involved. I feel like in retrospect the soap bubbles and the bubblegum were probably a little more just kind of back to, I don't know, they kind of felt a little redundant back-to-back kind of thing, similar to similar to like how getting the armor power was just right after getting the slipper power-up. I don't know, they probably could have spaced it out a little bit more, maybe swap them around somewhere, but I mean, having all the classic monster moves there, getting as much of the original cast as you could, I think it was really solid. I think it was actually a really nice licensed game. I don't see it too often. And
especially from Scooby-Doo of all things.
It was mainly a lot of what happened towards the end. I'll blame Parsec, but otherwise it was mainly just that boss battle of just I feel like for a children's game, the game started to ask a lot of a child playing this supposedly towards the end, but otherwise everything else was fine. I thought.
Alright, that's good. So I will say, just touching upon something Gems mentioned earlier, I honestly would not mind checking out at least the other two like GameCube Scooby-Doo games, being Mystery Mayhem and Unmasked. Obviously not right away, because I feel like that last boss kind of has a Scooby-Doo be burnt out. But I do...
Actually, I will say, why don't we do something about that in terms of like who's going to do what? Like you already did Night of 100 Frights for us. Logan, why don't you do Mystery Mayhem for us? And then I can take over for Unmasked.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
That actually was like another interesting thing I was gonna bring up, is that like, so the interesting gimmick behind Mystery Mayhem is that like you get to play as both Scooby and Shaggy and you can swap out. A part of me was contemplating on if we wanted to do the same thing that we toyed with when we were talking about doing a Looney Tunes Back in Action, and basically like have Logan literally like tag team with someone.
I mean, that sounds like a neat idea.
It's possible.
What do you think, Logan?
I'm up for trying that. It's gonna take some testing to see if it works, but I'm up for trying that. And again, another Scooby-Doo game that I'm not against trying out, even to some capacity to show off, would be like Jinx at the Sphinx, and I think it's called Showdown on Boot Hill or something. But again, if I can set them up and get them working, there were these two old computer games that were like done in the same art style as Where Are You and stuff. I'll figure out if I can figure out if I can get that running, but I wouldn't mind showing off those games as well, because that was also a big thing in my childhood.
But yeah, that's something that we could talk about another time. Thank you again for joining us on our playthrough of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. To the two people that made it to the end, I greatly appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate you guys for joining up. Shout out to Matt and Seeley, who weren't able to stick out through the entirety of it. Thank you for watching. We'll try to have, hopefully, more tolerable licensed game fun in the future, and I hope you all have a grand evening.
Good night.
Ruby Dooby Doo! Rare.